Is this good dialogue?
Charles Xavier entrusted me with his dream, and it does not ask you to love or embrace my kind as your own, but merely to accept that this is a shared world with a common future, and that my kind, like yours, have the right to live in it. I am trying to be better. Please do not make me let you down.
It's not actually realistic. The people who speak like this are either edgy teenagers or someone trying to be profound, but day to day, most people don't speak like it. But when Magneto says it in the show, it sounds really cool and all in context makes perfectly sense. Why is this? Why can dialogue that isn't realistic and sounds like a person wouldn't say it be really good? Well, today, I'm gonna try to explain that. I think the first thing we need to understand about dialogue is what it's trying to do past just character says words, blah 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 blah. The goal of dialogue in books or movies is to convey information, reveal character, and push the plot forward, sometimes in ways that wouldn't happen in the real world. The reason for this is because characters aren't people. Characters have the ability to say things that we can think of in hours, but for them, they can throw out like cannon fodder, because they have the hindsight of being written constructs by a person who can take hours to a single line. Characters can be that version of you that has a great insult that you thought in the shower a month after the argument. Real life has a tendency to be messy, full of half-formed thoughts and awkward pauses and conversations that trail without resolution. But fiction isn't reality and has a nice feature of not needing all those ums and pauses. And before you'd go, ew, but I actually prefer 20 pages of ums in my dialogue. It adds to the realism. Well, I actually have no problem with you besides the stupid voice I gave you. I'm just giving my own opinion on what dialogue is and basically showing writers the other option we don't talk about in the video essay writing advice. Take it with a grain of salt. When I say dialogue shouldn't be realistic or real, I'm not suggesting it should be artificial or forced. No, dialogue still needs to feel genuine and that it conveys meaning and coherence within the context of the story. But there's a difference between being realistic and being natural. Realistic dialogue, in the sense of mimicking everyday speech and conversation, often isn't the best choice for fiction. The best dialogue is informed by the characters themselves, their beliefs and personality, and the goals they have with their words. So, finally, let's go a little more into why X-Men 97's dialogue, because it's in the thumbnail and is my leading example. The show has characters who just spout out banger lines that people wouldn't actually say because they're lines. They're meant to stand out as these cool or thought-provoking moments, as long as the scene and the dialogue prompting them makes them make sense, and the character saying it actually would say it, I think it's fine. You as a writer are allowed to write characters saying cool lines that real people wouldn't say because, well, real people suck at being cool in the moment. You know what else you as a writer can do? Subscribe. Because it doesn't take a pencil to hit that button. That was a horrible joke, I'm so sorry. But hey, subscribing helps me get closer to the all-powerful VPN sponsor that I need to be a real YouTuber. Plus, if we get 1,000 subscribers before February being my birthday, I'll do some really long 1-hour video. Comment some ideas and check the community tab for a poll. I'm thinking of doing a full rewrite of Owl House with season 4, 5, and whatever pre-write, even though those will never exist. I also have an idea for my own Avatar series I want to pitch. I really just want to do a pitch thing. I think it'll be super fun. It's also basically just high quality fan fiction. Though high quality may be an overstatement with me, but either way, back to the video. When trying to write good dialogue, we should first look at character. I've used the name Bob on this channel before, so let's say our character is Bob. What does Bob want in general? Well, we established before Bob wants to get over a bridge. But why does Bob want to get over a bridge? Well, maybe his entire life he's wanted to get to the other side, the world beyond the bridge. But there's an evil troll and a river and a bridge is poorly constructed and blah blah blah. Basically, getting over the bridge is an external show of his true desire, wanting to see the world. But his internal fear of the world is being shown through trolls on a rickety bridge. Well, dialogue is the same way. When one character speaks to another, they don't say what they want out of the conversation. They dance around their actual intent, trying to win the conversation with their overarching goal. Of course, if you apply this to the real world, it sounds very aggressive, but this isn't real life. This is character writing, so it's entirely sane. Many beginners fall into the trap of writing dialogue that mimics real speech. While that may seem like a good idea, it leads to tedious exchanges full of filler words, tangents, and empty words. Real people might spend a few minutes just saying and but do you really want to read that? It doesn't advance the plot, reveal character, or make the audience feel anything. All it does is mimic reality. But throughout this entire video, I've been trying to push this single thing. Stop mimicking reality. Reality is incoherent, has no narrative arc, people feel and do things for no reason, people die without any buildup. Real life is not a story story and in return should not be modeled as such, but you can take elements of real life, like mental struggles, of emotion, and dialogue you can convey through a fictional lens. And that concludes my wonderful video about dialogue, and kinda for like a minute on X-Men 97. Promise I'll do a full video soon. If you want to see some videos more focused on giving my take on media, which is my specialty, then check this one out right here. Either way, that's all for today. Peace.